sensitive time like more people. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
Final showdown in battleground Delhi, counting for the 2022 MCD polls today. Will the BJP maintain its 15-year streak, or will the Aam Aadmi Party emerge as a clear winner? It's a two-way fight in the capital. From border security to the misuse of agencies, Parliament to witness heated debates as the winter session commences. The Maharashtra-Karnataka border row escalates, massive protests erupt in Belgavi and in Pune. The TMC spokesperson is arrested and in custody over a fake tweet. Was there a larger conspiracy behind this? And the stage is set. Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat gear up for the results. The countdown for December 8th with Ornab has now begun. Good morning and welcome. You are watching the Morning Express on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Now, the counting for votes at the Municipal Corporation of Delhi election is set to begin shortly as the winner of the high-stakes Civic polls is decided. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party face off with each other in these elections. The polls for the 250 wards in the national capital were held on the 4th of December with about 50% voter turnout and a total of 1,349 candidates in the fray. The high-stakes Civic polls largely seen as a three-way contest between the BJP, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress as well. But do remember that exit polls as well as the poll of polls have given the Aam Aadmi Party a clear lead in this. So we'll have to wait and watch out for how that pans out. But let's go across to our correspondents on the ground. Alicia, okay, we've got Shivangi and Tanisha with us. Shivangi, I think, is reporting from outside the Aam Aadmi Party's headquarters. Tanisha is at the BJP headquarters. Shivangi, to you first. The Aam Aadmi Party, just yesterday, we had that press conference with Arvind Kejriwal, extremely confident. You know, he came out, in fact, actually thanked people for their mandate. So what's the mood out there? Pretty upbeat, I would assume.
Well, very good morning to Nupur and a very good morning to all the Republic TV viewers joining us this Wednesday morning. It's very cold here in New Delhi, but you know, things are going to heat up, Nupur, because after 8 a.m. the counting of votes will start. Arvind Kejriwal, like you said, has said that he is confident of winning, because exit polls are saying that Aam Aadmi Party might get a bigger vote share. But then again, exit polls don't get the figures right all the time. So that we have to wait and watch. And look, right now I'm outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters right now. If you talk about celebrations, we have to see and watch later what will happen next. But there are some balloons which they have put inside already. There is a preparation for a press conference inside. We have to wait and watch about how the numbers are going to take shape, what the trends will be. Now, 8 a.m. onwards, trends will start showing on Republic TV for all our viewers. But when we talk about also, you know, the security has been very tight as well. Remember that 56,000 EVMs were used for voting, and these EVMs are being guarded with a 3-layer security, paramilitary forces and also Delhi police guarding as a counting is underway in Nupur right now. 50% MCD poll turnout. That's the figure. 50% MCD poll turnout. Usually in MCD elections, the turnout of citizens is not that great as it is in national or state elections. But we have to wait and watch right now, Nupur. Let's wait for the numbers to come out. But when we talk about BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party, the entire battle was seen as a prestige battle. When all the reporters were on ground on polling day, we spoke to the people, we heard their voice, and they all said one thing: development is something that they're looking for. Development is number one. Cleanliness is number two as well. Air pollution and garbage, remember, has been a plank of the BJP attacking the Congress as well, attacking the Aam Aadmi Party in this case. Aam Aadmi Party is already on a back foot when it comes to a couple of scams right now. So it's a very, very interesting turn of events. Let's see what happens politically today. Of course, we're getting you all the updates from ground. I will keep reporting from outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, Nupur.
Absolutely, Shivangi. So there is an air of excitement in Delhi as Delhi gets its results for who will be forming the local body government over there. I'm going to go across right now to Tanisha. She's outside the BJP's headquarters. Tanisha, good morning. Tanisha, the BJP has held the MCD, and this, of course, is the first time that the MCD is now a consolidated body. Earlier on, of course, there were three parts to it, but the BJP has held it for at least 15 years now. This is the first time that we are seeing such a major challenge emerge to the BJP from the Aam Aadmi Party, which has formed the government for 2 terms in Delhi already. So what's the mood outside the BJP headquarters? Are they still confident despite the exit poll showing that they are going to be able to sweep Delhi again?
A very, very good morning to you, Nupur. Well, on one hand, where Shivangi is reporting where the early celebrations has already started, the preparations, in fact, have started. We are right now at the BJP headquarters where, except for media people, we see nobody yet here. However, we did talk to BJP leader Harish Khurana, who is exhibiting confidence and actually coming out in the open and speaking to Republic and saying that the mayor this time will be from the BJP. Now remember, it is a high-stake battle, and even after a battle of prestige, it is the battle of perception for the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. First, what looked like a tri-cornered battle might soon turn into a bipolar battle, because remember, the Congress is likely to win almost about 5 to 7 seats is what we are getting to know. However, nothing has officially been out because the early trends will start coming in some time from now. But what could it mean for the Aam Aadmi Party if they win this MCD results? Remember, it's been 15 years since the BJP has been in power. Now, if the Aam Aadmi Party wins this battle, it could have 3 significance for the Aam Aadmi Party. Number one is that they'll be able to bolster their claims that the investigative agencies have been following a line of political vendetta. They'll be able to reiterate their claims of being Kattar Imandar. These are the 2 significances that go have. Number 3 is that if the public mandate today is in the favor of the Aam Aadmi Party, it could also mean that the people of Delhi have endorsed the freebie culture, the freebie attempt that the Aam Aadmi Party has been making in the national capital. Remember, which the BJP has always been against of. We have seen in the rallies, in the BJP rallies, that they have been talking against the freebie culture in the state, in the national level as well. Now, if the people of Delhi...
All right, I'm just going to hold on.
Just
hold on for a second. The counting has begun. It's at 42 centers, and early trends that are coming in on Republic TV seem to suggest that the BJP may have got 2 and the Aam Aadmi Party 1. And I'm going to go back to Tanisha. Tanisha, so early trends beginning to emerge right now. The counting has begun for the polls. There are 42 centers where these votes are being counted, and we are expecting trends to come out in the next 1 hour, so a clearer picture perhaps emerging after that. Yes, Tanisha, so you were talking about the fact that for the Aam Aadmi Party, this is going to be a significant victory. But Shivangi, if I could come back to you, Shivangi, the main plank that the Aam Aadmi Party fought these MCD elections was on the fact that they believe that there's a change needed in the civic body over there. Also going on to allege that the BJP, despite being there for 15 years, has not been able to clear up the garbage dump. So basically problems that that a common man faces every day. They fought these elections on also on corruption in the civic body. So give us an overall sense of what the Aam Aadmi Party's thrust in terms of asking people to vote for them was in these elections.
Right. Well, Nupur, when we talk about the campaigning and when we talk about the issues, there's one issue which the BJP has attacked the Aam Aadmi Party on is definitely air pollution. And air pollution, talking about Delhi winters. Now, Nupur, this is Delhi winters. It's come already. This is December right now. Every time Delhi winters come, we have stubble burning issues. We have issues of people having trouble breathing. That comes up every time. And also of elderly and young children breathing. And that AQI, Delhi's AQI has made international headlines, Nupur. That's something the BJP attacked the Aam Aadmi Party on. The Aam Aadmi Party, on the other hand, had defended, they said this is not a problem of New Delhi, this is a problem of North India. So we saw a lot of to and fro there when it comes to air pollution. Now that air pollution was a very, very big issue the BJP had raised about the Aam Aadmi Party, saying the Aam Aadmi Party has been in power, especially in the New Delhi government, for so long and they have not been able to handle it so far. Aam Aadmi Party, again, now Aam Aadmi Party is trying to bank on anti-incumbency right now. They're hoping that anti-incumbency will be in their favor. When the polling was happening, Arvind Kejriwal had come out from his residence and we were reporting every update live that time. My colleague Suesha was there that time, and he had told Republic TV and all the viewers and all the press present that the issue is that they can do a better job than the BJP and to give them a chance, asking for a chance.
Right.
Arvind Kejriwal also saying that everybody should come out and vote in large numbers. So at this point of time, Nupur, that civic issue, like you were saying correctly, is very, very important because civic issues affect the daily life of every citizen of the national capital. Nupur, back to you.
All right, stay with us. We've also got Aishwarya Kapoor joining us. Aishwarya, good morning. It does appear that at the moment at least, it appears to be a neck-and-neck battle between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, 3-4. That's what it's looking like. Exciting day, Aishwarya?
Well, absolutely. Early morning, Nupur, I was just seeing at the early trends. It's 3-4-1. Congress 1, AAP 4, BJP 3. If we go according to these exit polls, because after a long time I'm seeing that the media is interested in municipal elections, in municipality elections. In municipal elections, last time around, what's it's being perceived, that the figures can be inverse as far as the relation between the BJP and then the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. That is, that the Aam Aadmi Party could really take it on. So within the next 90 minutes, it's going to be very important. These are early trends. The Delhi MCD, which has been unified now, and the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, if we remember, we've been reporting on it. The Aam Aadmi Party said that this has been deliberately done by the BJP government. So whether it will help the BJP or not, these are very, very initial trends. 3 to BJP, 6 to AAP. 6 to AAP, that number is joined in. BJP has gone up to 5. AAP is at 6. Congress is at 1. We have our largest team on ground even reporting on these municipality elections in Delhi. Tomorrow is going to be another very cracking day, Gujarat and Himachal elections. But today, Nupur, it's a very, very fast-moving pace numbers. Even in the Delhi municipality elections, you see the Delhi municipal elections have become more or less a fight of ego between the BJP and then the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP leaders, we just spoke to the son of the former Chief Minister of Delhi, Madan Lal Khurana, Harish Khurana, who himself is a senior BJP Delhi leader now. He says that the next mayor of Delhi is going to be from BJP, while the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that they are going to reverse the numbers as far as the complete final figure is concerned. And right now the figure, Nupur, is BJP at 5, AAP at 6, Congress is 1. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Aishwarya, You know, if exit polls, of course, are to be believed, it does, it would mean that the Aam Aadmi Party would be sweeping these local body elections. But the other part of the story, Aishwarya, is that this is the first time we have a consolidated civic body in Delhi. Earlier on, of course, it was divided into three. So how do you think that would have made a difference?
Well, at this point of time, the Aam Aadmi Party was very, very clearly, the Aam Aadmi Party had been openly saying that this should not happen. The Aam Aadmi Party was openly saying that this shouldn't happen, but then it has. So they were claiming that this has been deliberately done, and the latest trend is that the Aam Aadmi Party is 6 now. The Aam Aadmi Party is 6, BJP is 4, the Aam Aadmi Party taking that early lead early in the morning. We have our reporters right present from the Aam Aadmi Party's office. We have our colleague right there. So the Aam Aadmi Party seems to be taking the early lead. The AAP is at 7 now. The AAP is at 7 now. That's what the AAP is at 9 now. Okay, 9. 9 is the latest number coming in. AAP is at 9. BJP is at 8. So 9 and 8 is the latest number. Going live to the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters first. Yes, over to you.
A very good morning to you. Very good morning to you, Aishwarya. Very good morning to Nupur and Tanisha as well. All my colleagues are with us, and Aishwarya, we can see the trends, early trends coming in. BJP 8, Aam Aadmi Party 9, Congress 1. So like we kind of expected, the exit polls had also kind of indicated that the Aam Aadmi Party might get a bigger share. But it's too early to say anything right now. I'm outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. This is where it is right now. We can see that there are some balloons which are put up. Aishwarya, in fact, we had tried to go inside. We had shown our viewers around what's happening inside. So there are some posters as well. Aam Aadmi Party headquarters has blue and yellow balloons. They're also preparing for a press conference. So, of course, we will be trying to get a word from them, trying to understand what is happening. But when we talk about Aam Aadmi Party, Aishwarya, and you were also saying that this is going to be an election that everybody is watching out for. Usually, like you said, Aishwarya, and I want to tell our viewers as well, for the first time we are seeing a huge media presence right here itself outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters for a municipal level election, which has not happened before. Usually big interest coming in this time, just the way a state election or a national election is covered here. But we are seeing huge interest. Talking about Aam Aadmi Party, now Arvind Kejriwal himself has been the star campaigner for the MCD elections. When the BJP had called in big faces, JP Nadda being one, Manohar Lal Khattar being one, Pushkar Singh Dhami being one, the BJP understanding how important these elections are. We had a lot of star campaigners. Now the Congress, on the other hand, is not really being seen as a player right now. In fact, exit polls say that they might even fall into single digits when it comes to vote share. Also talking about the controversies, Aishwarya, the controversies are basically right now stacked against the Aam Aadmi Party. We're talking about Liquorgate, we're talking about Satyendra Jain being in jail. In fact, the hard tape is something that we had broken on Republic TV first. All other channels followed us when we broke the hard tape. Satyendra Jain getting VVIP treatment. So these were the controversies just before the MCD polls as well. Talking about the Congress, we had spoken to Manjinder Singh Sirsa of the BJP, asking him about what his opinion is about the polls. In fact, we were at the polling station and he said that Aam Aadmi Party will not have a chance here at all. In fact, BJP will come back to power. BJP again saying that Aam Aadmi Party has not even done enough. Even though they're in the New Delhi government, they have not tackled the issues of air pollution, of sanitization. So they should not, in fact, be given a chance. In fact, he also said that people of Delhi are very wise. They know who to vote for. Talking about issues, Aishwarya, as well, when we were on the ground, we were speaking to people. They had said that for them, for an ordinary Delhi citizen, what is important? What is important is day-to-day life. Day-to-day life means water, sanitization, basically issues of civic issues, which the MCD takes care of. So they had said development is very important to them, sanitization is very important to them, and good roads is very important to them. Cleanliness is very important. Now, we all know for a fact, in fact, we have been reporting on Republic TV as well, that there are a lot of garbage landfills around. There are mountains of garbage on the outskirts of Delhi. That has posed a very big problem. So the Aam Aadmi Party has been attacked on these issues.
Well,
but then again,
latest numbers right now. I'm just going back to the numbers. Sorry, I'm just cutting you in. You're right outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters at the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Marg. The numbers are the Aam Aadmi Party is leading at 20, BJP has 15, Congress at 5. But the initial numbers, the initial numbers are not suggesting, Nupur, that the BJP is far behind. The Aam Aadmi Party initial numbers are 20, I repeat, 20. The AAP is at 20, BJP is at 15. And the Aam Aadmi and the Congress, beg your pardon, is at 3. So the BJP is lacking behind, but it's still there. So the gap is not that wide, but these are very, very initial trends. This is about the Delhi municipality elections. I have with me Swesha as well. I have Tanisha as well. So the initial seat suggests that the BJP, or now the latest is, the BJP is at 20, the AAP is at 22. The AAP, Nupur, is at 22 now, the BJP is at 20, and Congress is stuck at 3.
Absolutely, Abhishek.
Nupur.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. You know, we were talking about a wide gap being there, but right now it doesn't appear to be so. It's, you know, and since we began earlier this morning, it's been neck and neck, pretty neck and neck since, you know, the past 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the results have started to come in. Suesha, good morning. Give us a sense of where you're reporting from, what's happening around you. And I also wanted to ask you a question about the Congress, Suesha. The exit poll suggested about 5 and 7, right now at 3, not looking too good for them.
A very good morning to you, Nupur, and all our viewers who have tuned in this morning. I am standing outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence at this point, and heavy media contingent, obviously, to talk to the man, depending on how the numbers turn out. Like you said, neck-to-neck competition between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Early leads that are coming in at 8:19 this morning. But what really will happen is very unpredictable. The Congress, yes, Nupur, and let's also understand that right from the start, when the campaigning was going on in full swing for the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, the Congress was comparatively low-key to begin with. Even when it came on harping issues in their manifestos or being very specific to what they were targeting for Delhi in the MCD polls, they went to make their manifesto what specific, because that was their best bet of how they wanted to play it. Then again, we talk about what the Congress did while they wanted to woo Delhi, or while they were making promises to Delhi. They chose Jagdish Titler to be their star campaigner for the MCD polls. So let's really understand that if the numbers stand at where it is a slow start. We can't speak too much at this point. It is about 8:20 in the morning, a cold winter morning in Delhi. But yes,
the Delhi Chief Minister's residence, right now the numbers are moving up fast now. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 30. Swesha, the Aam Aadmi Party is at 30, BJP is at 25. I'm just cutting in. Tanisha, I'm coming over to you. That gap is not that wide. Arvind Kejriwal could very well be the most sorted leader, at least today, after these municipality elections. That not might be the case tomorrow after the Gujarat and Himachal results. But today, it seems that that gap, which was 2 between the AAP and the BJP, now has increased to 5, Nupur. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 30 and I 35. So that number is moving fast. Now the numbers are moving 5. Tanisha is right there. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 35. Swesha, BJP at 30. Congress at 5. Swesha, so Arvind Kejriwal could very well be, as I said, one of the most sought after leaders, at least today, after these municipality elections. Tanisha, where are you? Are you at the BJP headquarters? Are you at Pandit Pant Marg? Or are you at Deen Dayal Upadhyay? Tanisha.
Good morning to you, Aishwarya. Well, the atmosphere is quite pulsating here in the Pandit Pant Marg office of the BJP, because remember, the BJP, as you said, seems to have widened the gap with the Aam Aadmi Party. The gap is now about almost 5 seats. The Congress has managed to just open its account. Where on one hand, the early celebrations have already started. In fact, the preparations have already started, where Shivangi is there at the AAP headquarters. Here at the BJP headquarters, we see nothing but just media people in and around, but it is expected that BJP leaders will soon be coming in. And earlier, we even talked to Harish Khurana, as you were mentioning, and he exhibited confidence, saying that the mayor will be from the BJP. So remember, they have been banking on the low voter turnout that we witnessed in the national capital, where they have been saying that just 500 or 200 votes here and there could also mean a massive victory for the AAP. Now remember, 15 years it's been that the BJP has been in power, and the Aam Aadmi Party is really looking forward to trounce the BJP, who has been in power.
That gap is increasing. Tanisha, you are at the Pandit Pant Marg. The BJP Delhi leadership may try to put a brave face, but at the end of the day, they need to understand that the Aam Aadmi Party is now taking once again the lead. Abhishek Sudhir is joining in. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 45. The BJP is at 35. The Congress is at 5. You need to understand Congress is stuck at 5, but that gap which was 2, Nupur,
Absolutely.
and Shivangi was 5 then, but now it's 10. So as the clock ticks ahead, that gap is also increasing. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 45, BJP is at 35, Congress is at 5. Abhishek Sudhir is going to be a very happy man, at least for the next 24 hours, before the Gujarat and Himachal results come out. But in this municipality elections, Abhishek Sudhir, and the smile on your face, Abhishek, as if you hope that these were the assembly elections, but sadly for you, these are just the municipality elections. The Delhi municipality elections suggest that the Aam Aadmi Party has taken the lead. And now by 10 seats, Abhishek Sudhir. You are a happy man.
Every election matters.
Abhishek.
Every election matters. Every election matters. For a party like the Aam Aadmi Party, which is a startup party, every election matters. This is the corporation of the capital of India. This is the most important city of India. This is a referendum on Arvind Kejriwal's governance. This is a referendum on the third term of Arvind Kejriwal from 2021. So this is a clear, from 2020. This is a clear referendum. The people of Delhi have given a ringing endorsement to the Kejriwal model, to the Delhi model. The schools, the hospitals, all the work that Arvind Kejriwal and his fantastic team in Delhi have put in. This is a ringing endorsement of that. And you have to understand, Aishwarya, 17 union ministers, bhai. 17 union ministers, 7 chief ministers, deputy chief ministers. Pramod Tiwari, Nirahua.
If you don't have, what can you do?
Campaigned.
Abhishek Sudhir, what I'm saying is, if you don't have 17 ministers, what can I do, or what can, for that matter, the BJP do? That's not the point. But you are doing pretty well. The initial numbers are still stuck at 45, 35 and 5. Karan, Desh Ratan Nigam, what is wrong with the BJP's Delhi unit? What is wrong with the BJP's Delhi unit? You will do fabulous everywhere else. But as far as Delhi comes, whether it's the Delhi assembly polls or it is these municipality polls which were with you last time around, are you giving it on a platter? Is the BJP giving it on a platter in Delhi to the Aam Aadmi Party? Desh Ratan Nigam.
In fact, Aishwarya, let me tell you, these are postal ballots, and almost neck to neck in a matter of 250 seats. The 35-45 is almost immaterial. So we have to wait for some time, and the grassroots connect that the BJP has may give a different kind of a result. So I'll keep my fingers crossed. However, Delhi, so far as the merit of the question that you've asked, Delhi does not have a single chief ministerial or single leadership face in Delhi, so far as BJP is concerned. That is probably one of the reasons.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem, and which the BJP has to seriously look into, because they had Harshvardhan.
And the infighting also. Infighting also. I'm just telling latest numbers.
Right.
The Aam Aadmi Party is at 55 now. I'm just cutting you, Desh Ratan Nigam, but these numbers are coming very fast. Karan, the Aam Aadmi Party is at 55, BJP is at 45, Congress is still stuck at 5.
Karan, just one question,
Aam Aadmi Party is now
Aishwarya.
maintaining that lead of 10. Yeah.
One question from Karan Verma, Aishwarya. Karan, do you think that the issues that the Aam Aadmi Party actually brought about actually stuck to the people? And that campaign of Arvind Kejriwal going to the landfill sites is something, in terms of visuals, it made a great story. So do you think that's something that actually stuck with the people of Delhi?
It did. I think Arvind Kejriwal is a big player in Delhi, and he has managed to capture the imagination of the Delhi electorate. One has to concede that. Having said that, 15 years of anti-incumbency, let's take that into account. So it was for the taking for Aam Aadmi Party. I am surprised that BJP is putting up such a good fight. In fact, AAP, I had expected, would decimate the BJP here in MCD. But so far, BJP has stood its ground well. BJP needs a leader. Clear. They need a leader to counter Arvind Kejriwal.
Let me give you the latest numbers. It's 60 and 50 now. It's 60 and 50 now. Karan, I'm just giving you the latest numbers, and then you can continue. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 60, BJP is at 50, Congress is at 5. So the numbers are 60 and 50 right now. Yeah, AAP and BJP. Carry on, Karan, carry on.
It's far more closer than people were expecting it to be. BJP puts its weight behind in every election. every
that's
chief
right.
minister, everyone
No, I'll-
took to the
I'll
ground
give you
running,
that.
even though their own leadership was in a crisis in Delhi, even though there was 15 years of anti-incumbency. So BJP is trying to fight it out hard, but they really need to revamp the Delhi unit if they are to compete in 2025. They need to start from now. They need to put out a face and rally around him for the next 2-3 years.
I am just going to
if they
Swesha.
want
I am just
challenge
going to
Arvind
Swesha.
Kejriwal.
Swesha, Manish Sisodiya, you are saying that is going to arrive there. We are just going live to Swesha, you are being told that Manish Sisodiya and then the others are to arrive at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. Full frame, Swesha, please. Swesha, over to you. Full frame, please.
That is what we are being told, Aishwarya. Everything is just getting ready here because Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodiya is to arrive here at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. You see how security deployment has been heightened. Everybody is in attention now. Media contingent also gathering here, waiting to get a word from Manish Sisodiya. Obviously looking like a bright morning for the Aam Aadmi Party until now. These are early leads though, but the Aam Aadmi Party is certainly leading ahead of the BJP at this point. And like our guests are also saying that it is the Aam Aadmi Party that has certainly had an edge when it comes to Delhi, and Arvind Kejriwal also harping upon the issues that Delhi has really been wanting to have addressed from their leaders. Then again, a lot of points of debate when it comes to air pollution, when it comes to other things that Aam Aadmi Party should have and could have tackled better. But as of now, as far as the MCD elections are concerned, the local polls are concerned, the Aam Aadmi Party is showing that it is leading. Let's also understand, Aishwarya, that the Aam Aadmi Party always harped upon the fact that certain functions of the MCD and the Delhi government do overlap. So they also said that it would be better governance if the people went on to choose the Aam Aadmi Party. Again, we are waiting right at civil lines. This is Arvind Kejriwal's residence. You see how security has been heightened.
I'm just giving you the latest numbers, Swesha. You keep that camera moving. Manish Sisodiya to arrive at Arvind Kejriwal's residence. The latest numbers are, Swesha, and we are just giving you that. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 70, BJP is at 60. Congress is nowhere in the race even after the initial results. Congress is still stuck at 5, but as Deshrata Nigam are saying, these are just postal ballot, though this is a municipality elections, but this is Delhi. This is Delhi MCD. The AAP is at 70. That's the latest. BJP is at 60. Visuals are live from outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, Delhi residence, right there. And the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodiya, is expected any moment. Swesha, your frame is live. Yes, Swesha, over to you again. We can see some movement. Swesha, over to you.
All right, he's here. He's making his way inside. Aishwarya, let's get a word from him.
Please do. Is Manish speaking? Oh, the window pane is down. Window pane is down.
Manish Sisodiya to speak. The gap remains at 10 between the BJP and the AAP. The Congress still stuck at 5. That counter isn't moving at all. Is it, Aishwarya?
So just went inside. He did not speak to the media. He did not speak to the media, Aishwarya, but he's just made his way inside Arvind Kejriwal's residence. He straight away went inside. Heavy media contingent outside Kejriwal's residence. We were waiting to talk to Manish Sisodiya and what he may have to say, as the early leads are certainly in the favor of the Aam Aadmi Party, but he did not speak. We did see the window pane go down, but no, not at this point. Maybe we'll try and get a word from him once the car comes outside again, and that will be in some time. Also, at what time is Kejriwal supposed to leave? But right now,
the cap is still of 10. The AAP is at 80. The BJP is at 70. Congress is nowhere in the race, it seems.
Aishwarya,
but
you know that,
Sudhir, though
Aishwarya,
these are initial postal ballots, as we were being told, but still the BJP is not that far behind. The BJP is still giving you the fight. Were you expecting that? Abhishek, BJP is 70, AAP is 80. That's the latest number.
I agree with Deshrata Nigam that it's early trends, it's early to call, but my enthusiasm is based on the exit polls and the feedback from the ground that we've been hearing from Delhi. Aishwarya, look, the point is simple. Karan was talking about anti-incumbency. अरे भाई, गुजरात में आपका pro-incumbency है, हिमाचल में आप कल हारेंगे तो anti-incumbency है, MCD में आज हारेंगे तो anti-incumbency है. Are you a pro-incumbency party or an anti-incumbency party?
Who says they are going to lose Himachal? We'll talk about it tomorrow. Abhishek, let's talk about MCD today, and let's talk whether the exit polls are the exact polls tomorrow or not. Nobody wanted to ask a question.
Tell me.
Oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I just wanted to, ask Desh Ratan Nigam about the Congress. You know, the big story also is the decimation of the Congress party. That counter still stuck at 5, not moving at all. So, Desh Ratan Nigam, do you think that the Congress needs to do something drastically different, and whatever they're doing so far isn't working? Look, for instance, you get Jagdish Titler, a man who's accused in the anti-Sikh riots, which took place in Delhi, to lead that campaign. How far away from reality can you be?
Nupur, in fact, Congress has some very great misplaced priorities. When they should be involved in elections, they are on some kind of, outlandish, fantastic, some Jodo Yatra which they are doing, which probably is not getting traction. So the misplaced priorities are very clear. And it also appears...
The Jodo Yatra is only keeping them at 5. I'm going to come to you in 5 seconds, sir, the numbers. Sorry, I'm cutting you in. I'm giving you the latest numbers now. The numbers have changed. Let's go on the grid now. Let's remove these graphics, update those graphics. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 90. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 90. BJP is at 75. So that gap, Nupur, for the first time has increased to more than 10 seats. More than 10 seats. Desh Ratan Nigam, till now the maximum lead was of 10. Abhishek Sudhir is happy, smiling. I can see all his 32 teeth. But the Aam Aadmi Party is 90, BJP 75. So Aam Aadmi Party seems to be taking the lead. Desh Ratan Nigam, there is a lesson to be learned out of this. Will the BJP Delhi unit learn? Because the Congress doesn't learn. The Congress doesn't learn. They are happy to do their so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra. But the BJP Delhi unit, we talk so much about the BJP election machinery, that how the Prime Minister and the Home Minister completely takes it away from the opposition. But what happens as far as the Delhi unit comes? What's so principally wrong with the Delhi unit that it goes in a platter to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Aishwarya, in fact, if you look at the 2014 election, which the central government should have conducted at the same time of Lok Sabha elections, but out of all logic, they delayed it to a very large extent, and that is where they lost. Otherwise, it was in their favor. I do not understand as to how the decision-making process is in BJP so far as Delhi is concerned. The lack of leadership, they have Vijay Goyal also out there, they have Harshvardhan, but they are not projected as the CM candidate or the absolute leader in Delhi. However, as I said, the postal ballots are something which is something very different. Now, if you look at it, it is 90-85. The gap is 5 now again. So that flip-flop will take place, and the BJP is bucking the trend of exit polls. The exit polls were saying sweep for Aam Aadmi Party.
No, but what is very interesting is this, Karan. No. But the very interesting point is that from 10 it went to 15, the gap came down to 5, and you correctly noticed it. BJP is at 85, AAP is at 90. The BJP is not doing bad at all, Karan.
Oh yes, absolutely, Aishwarya.
The BJP is not doing bad at all. Adesh Gupta, Nupur, must be a happy BJP state president. Because what we were being told that the BJP leaders, Nupur, while they were quietly exchanging phone calls till 1 in the morning, they were not even expecting this number, which the initial trends show. As a reporter, I can tell you that, Nupur. The BJP leaders, the MPs, they were having these late night calls. Are kya hoga, 60 par karenge, 70 karenge. But the initial numbers, Nupur, show up at 90, BJP at 85. The fight is right there. BJP is in the game.
Right, Karan, you wanted to speak. Go ahead. Yeah. Obviously, as Aishwarya is pointing out, it's not bad at all for the BJP. In fact, quite bucking the trends.
Yes. People are not very happy with Arvind Kejriwal either. He failed to clean the Yamuna despite repeated promises. Delhi was reeling under air pollution. The fact is, if only BJP Delhi had got its act together, maybe they could have done even better. People are getting increasingly disenchanted with Arvind Kejriwal. This is not the Arvind Kejriwal of 2 years back. Let's understand this. He has failed on his promises. The repeated corruption scandals that came to the fore, the Satyendra Jain episode that came to the fore, people are not very happy with them either. And plus, they were caught between Gujarat and MCD. So they haven't gone full hog on MCD as they would have liked to. But if only the BJP Delhi had got its act together, probably they could have done much better than what they are doing right now.
The reason it's so close, Karan, you and I both know this, is the polls.
No, but that's right. No. Abhishek, but the numbers are still at 90, 85. The numbers are still at 90, 85 and 5.
Pollution. They have
I'll go to Dr. Trivedi also. I'll go to Dr. Trivedi. Dr. Trivedi, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to be in the lead, but the BJP is right there. They are not allowing, though I am again repeating, me and Nupur, we are again repeating what Desh Ratna Nigam also suggested. These are postal ballots. Though this is the municipality elections, but despite that. So these are initial trends. They can flip-flop, they can change, they can reverse. We will be with you all through, but Dr. Trivedi, if you can just tell me, what's your take on this? BJP 85, AAP 90. Yeah, Dr. Piyush Joshi, sorry. Dr. Joshi.
Yes, please. I think it's too early in the day to be celebrating or rejoicing or to be despondent about it. I think the patterns will clearly emerge by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's when we will decide whether the Aam Aadmi Party has won the elections clearly or not. I personally believe that Aam Aadmi Party is going to win more than 180 or 190.
For the first time, they crossed 105. 105. You continue. I just have to give the fastest numbers. You see, the Aam Aadmi Party is at 105 now. BJP is at 95. So for the first time, they crossed the 100 mark. Nupur, this is important. Dr. Joshi, I am going to come back to you, but Nupur, this is important because AAP is at 105, BJP is at 95, Congress nowhere, even in the initial trends, at only 5, Nupur. The Aam Aadmi Party crosses 100, Nupur.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And we've been talking about it, Aishwarya. For the Congress party, there's something that's really horribly going wrong and they're not able to fix it. But I'm going to go back to Dr. Joshi over there. Yes, Dr. Joshi, obviously you were saying it's too early. But Dr. Joshi, let's be frank about it. The trends do at this point in time suggest, and we can only talk of what's there presently, that, it's quite neck and neck. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it looks like that. So far, it is a close contest. But I think the clearer picture emerged. We have seen in so many elections that the trends do reverse over a period of time. And it's just the first round maybe, postal ballots sometimes they do tend to go in favor of BJP. And as more and more rounds will get counted, a clear pattern will emerge. And I'm pretty much sure that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to gain more than 170 seats. But nevertheless, irrespective of the amount of seats that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to win, it's a big responsibility, because all those guarded sites that Arvind Kejriwal has visited, and he has promised that once the Aam Aadmi Party comes into the power, we are going to get our act together, and we are going to clean them once and for all. So it's a big responsibility.
Absolutely.
Dialogue of the movie of Spider-Man is with great power comes great responsibility. In the case of Delhi, with more power comes more responsibility. So we have to start acting in such a manner like we did so far, and that's why the people of Delhi, I personally believe, will put a strong faith. So far, so good. But I think it is going to be better as the day progresses.
Right, just do stay with us, all of you. Just to quickly update our viewers, the trends coming in thick and fast right now. Still in favor of the AAP, but the BJP not doing badly at all. Just a difference of 5 right now. I'm going to go back to our guests in a bit. We'll also dip into our reporters. But the big question that everybody's asking this morning is, will the BJP retain the MCD or will the Aam Aadmi Party sweep the local body polls? It's still appearing to be quite a close contest, but here's a quick explainer on the roles and the responsibilities essentially of the MCD.
Well, it's a pitched battle in the national capital between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. When we talk about the MCD polls, the BJP is confident that it will retain power in the national capital. When we talk about the MCD polls, as it has for the last 15 years, whereas the Aam Aadmi Party is confident of sweeping the MCD polls. Now, at this juncture, it becomes important to define the role and responsibilities of the two, because in many areas, the role and responsibilities of the Delhi government and the local body gets overlapped. So let's break it down for you and understand what is exactly the role of the local body and the Delhi government. Starting with the maintenance and even construction work of roads. Now, roads that are less than 60 meters, that is looked into by the local body, whereas roads that are more than 60 meters wide is looked into by the Delhi government. So the Delhi government is responsible for the construction of roads that are broader than 60 meters. Now, talking about a collection of property tax as well as a toll tax at border areas. Now, this is something that is looked into by the local body, whereas collection of value-added tax as well as service tax is looked into and collected by the Delhi government. Let's talk about more functions here and the responsibilities. Talking about the license to the rickshaws as well as a hand-pulled carts, it's something that is looked into by the local body, which is responsible for issuing of licenses to the rickshaws as well as the hand-pulled carts, whereas the license to motorized vehicles, buses and cars is something that is issued by the Delhi government. Talking about the healthcare facilities, then running of health dispensaries as well as the primary hospitals and the smaller hospitals is the domain of the local body, whereas the Delhi government is responsible for the running of bigger and specialized hospitals. Power in the national capital when we talk about the local body polls, as it has for the last 15 years, but also important to note that it has been the lowest voter turnout this time around since 2007, with a little over 50% voter turnout in the national capital. So let's quickly get a sense as to how the mandate has been over the years, starting right from 2007 when the BJP won 164 seats, the Congress won 67, the others 41 seats. Let's take a look at the 2012 mandate. The BJP, of course, again had a clean sweep with over 130 seats, 138 to be precise. The Congress won 77, whereas the others 150.
All right, now that we know what the MCD does, I'm going to go back across on the ground to our reporters. Let's quickly get in a word from Shivangi, Tanisha and Suesha. First to you, Shivangi, you're at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. Looks like that the Aam Aadmi Party is doing quite well, Shivangi. Give us a sense of the activity around you quickly.
Okay, Nupur. So right now, as we can clearly see, we're waiting for the numbers to trickle in right now. No presence of leaders as of yet. Only you will see a large amount of media professionals and journalists who are on ground who are covering the elections. It's getting a little loud here. I don't know whether you can hear it. There's some music playing in the background. But right now, as you can clearly see, is that the balloons are inside. Yellow and blue balloons inside. When we talk about elections right now, we are waiting for the trends, of course.
Yes. And I'll quickly update you on that, Shivangi.
Kejriwal. And like our guest was also...
Right, I'll quickly update you on that, Shivangi, as well as the viewers. It's 105 for the BJP, 110 for the Aam Aadmi Party as of now. Just a difference of about 5 according to the early trends at least. Suesha, over to you. Take us through what's happening over there. Manish Sisodia, of course, just went in, did not want to speak to the media. But yesterday, Suesha, it was so interesting that, Delhi's Chief Minister was already in a sense thanking people for the mandate. Might have been a little too early, don't you think?
Oh yes, that is true. But let's also understand that such confident statements do come in from the top leaders to also say that we know we are out there. So as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, let's not forget, Nupur, how Raghav Chadha during the campaigning had said that the Aam Aadmi Party will surely back 230 out of 250 seats. As far as what is happening in the Aam Aadmi Party right now is concerned, like Shivangi was saying, not too much action at the Aam Aadmi Party office. That is because the two top
I'm so sorry to have to interrupt you there, Suesha. I will come back to you. I think we've got Mr. Poonawalla with Tanisha over there. She's outside the BJP headquarters. Yes, Tanisha.
Shahzad, early trends आ चुके हैं. BJP is at 105. Aam Aadmi Party seems to have crossed the 100 mark. It's at 110. क्या लगता है आपको? आपका एनालिसिस क्या कहता है? BJP अभी भी पीछे है, ये याद रखिएगा.
देखिए, मैं चाहूँगा कि हम 1-1.5 बजे तक रुक जाए. फाइनल नतीजे आ जाएंगे, उसके बाद ही विश्लेषण करना सही होगा. परंतु जो एग्जिट पोल्स थे वो एग्जैक्ट पोल्स नहीं थे, ये साबित हो चुका है.
ये तो साबित हो चुका है, बट अर्ली ट्रेंड्स हैव कम इन एंड ये बोला जाता है कि अर्ली ट्रेंड्स यूजुअली आर द बेस एंड दे गिव यू अ आइडिया अबाउट व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन. तो क्या लगता है आपको, आपके क्या जस्ट बीजेपी अभी भी ये कॉन्फिडेंस है बीजेपी में कि वो जीत जाएगी?
एक चीज बहुत स्पष्ट है और मैं दूसरे चैनल्स भी ट्रैक कर रहा था, अपने सोर्सेस से भी ट्रैक कर रहा था, कई जगहों पर दिखाया जा रहा है बीजेपी आगे है. इसका मतलब बीजेपी का वोट शेयर 15 वर्षों में घटा नहीं है. इसका मतलब कि जनता ने बीजेपी के अंदर अपना विश्वास जताने का काम किया है और वो इसलिए किया है क्योंकि हमने सेवा की है 15 वर्ष. अब जनता के ऊपर निर्भर है, 1-2 घंटे में स्थिति क्लियर हो जाएगी.
तनीषा, could you ask Mr. Poonawalla a quick question from the studio?
एंटी इनकम्बेंसी स्टेटमेंट है,
देखिए एंटी इनकम्बेंसी
Yes, Nupur. Yes, I have
Tanisha,
Shahzad
if you
with me.
could ask
Shahzad, our
Mr.
anchor, would just like to
Poonawala-
take a question from you. I have. Yes, Nupur.
Just
Yes,
ask
Nupur.
him,
Shahzad can hear you, Nupur.
Was the Aam Aadmi Party too quick to celebrate yesterday, Mr. Poonawala? It almost appeared that they were thanking the voters for coming in and voting for them. May have been a little misplaced. What do you think?
Well, I don't want to comment on anybody's expression of happiness or disappointment. That is not for me to comment on. We always wait for the final verdict of the people to come out before we express an opinion. And therefore, we will wait till 1 o'clock to express our opinion and our views on what is happening. But having said that, one thing is evident, Nupur, that the exit polls perhaps didn't get it right. And perhaps the BJP has managed to continue to have a sizable amount of vote share in Delhi, which which means that we have been able to continue to win the trust and confidence of the people of Delhi. We'll wait till 1:30. I don't want to jump the gun. Some others are at liberty to do so.
So you're learning your lessons, Mr. Poonawala, from...
चाहूंगी ये जो लो वोटर टर्नआउट था, क्या आपको लगता है कि ये फेवर में जाएगा बीजेपी के? जो लो वोटर टर्नआउट था.
Look, I do not want to jump into any conclusions. As a political party, we always want maximum number of people come out, and it's a sign of a healthy democracy if more people come out. But having said that, let us wait for the results to finalize at 1:30, and then we would be able to express an opinion. But the exit poll seems to have not got it completely right, is what I can sense seeing your channels.
Thank you, Shahzad. Thank you for talking to Republic. There you see. Clearly, BJP is exhibiting confidence. Like I was saying, they're still waiting till noon for the picture to become clear. Remember, these are the early trends that we're getting, where the Aam Aadmi Party has been leading so far. The Congress has just managed to open its account.
Tanisha,
and the BJP, remember, is not so far. So it's a hairline competition. Yeah.
Absolutely, Tanisha. What you're saying, it's true. It may be very early, but the point of the fact is we can only comment on what we are seeing right now. We still have Mr. Nigam, Karan Verma, as well as Abhishek Sudhir with us. Abhishek Sudhir, to you. The numbers are seeming to be quite neck and neck. If you look at what's happening right now, 105 for the BJP, for the Aam Aadmi Party, 110. Perhaps, things aren't as they seemed in the exit polls, at least. What is your sense of what may have gone wrong for the Aam Aadmi Party?
No, I mean, hearing the BJP spokesperson just now saying, let's not jump the gun, the exit polls have got it wrong. I wonder if they're willing to say that today about Gujarat as well. So that would be, that's on a lighter note. Look, the majority is 126. Aam Aadmi Party is 16 short of a majority. It's early trends, of course. It's postal ballots. I think the Aam Aadmi Party will clearly emerge as the winner. I think they're going to pull away from the BJP. That is my sense. There's been a lot of talk about the failings of the Delhi unit of the BJP. If the BJP had won this election, the credit would have gone to Narendra Modi. The sad part is, Narendra Modi, all the successes are Modi's, but the failures also are only placed at the feet of Adesh Gupta or Manoj Tiwari or all the leaders in the Delhi unit. Look, success has many fathers, failure unfortunately is an orphan. So, just laying the blame at the feet of the Delhi unit just does not cut it. The Prime Minister resides in New Delhi. Why is it that the Modi magic is not working in Delhi? मोदी है तो मुमकिन है, मोदी तो दिल्ली में है तो वहां नामुमकिन क्यों है? Because दिल्ली में अरविंद केजरीवाल है. Delhi is Aam Aadmi Party's fortress and the BJP cannot breach that fortress, but the fortress in Gujarat tomorrow will be breached.
Right, Abhishek Sudhir, fair point made over there. Karan Verma, would you like to speak on that? It does appear that for the BJP, they are running, they don't really know how to deal with the Aam Aadmi Party as far as Delhi is concerned. Is that something that you would agree with?
I do agree. To a certain extent, I do agree that Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi has been a phenomenon. Let's face it. He has captured the imagination of people. And yes, BJP needs a strong local leadership. There are many states where we have strong local leaders like Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal. There you cannot bank on the Prime Minister to put his weight behind every local election. You need local leadership. That cannot be ignored in a democracy. Unfortunately, in Delhi that hasn't happened. And Delhi BJP has been out of power for nearly 20 years now. 15 years in the, nearly 15, 20 years in the state. So yes, the leadership has suffered. And we need someone to counter Arvind Kejriwal. That's why I say, let's start building that from today. Only if BJP starts nurturing a leader from today, they'll be able to counter Arvind Kejriwal. Having said that, this is not the kind of victory AAP would have enjoyed. I mean, they're just 5 seats ahead. It's also a referendum on the fact that the Kejriwal magic is slowly but surely waning in Delhi. They could not clean the Yamuna. They could not curb the air pollution. And there are many leaders who are facing corruption charges. So let's wait for some time before this.
Abhishek Sudhir, your smile is gone. Abhishek Sudhir, your smile is gone. And I'll tell you why your smile is gone. Because, no, you may fake it now. You may fake it now. But my issue is this, Abhishek. It's too close. It's too close. You were talking about Delhi municipality, Nupur, if you remember, till 24 hours prior, even when Ordnov was giving that exit polls, he only wanted to speak about the municipality polls. And now I tell you, talk about the municipality polls, Abhishek Sudhir. Why I tell you this? Because you see at the numbers, it's as close as it comes, even if you win. I understand. These are postal ballots. Things can change. But it's a fight. You were talking about the Aam Aadmi Party way of functioning, the Arvind Kejriwal way of governance. You say what is happening in municipality elections. It's a direct reflection of the Delhi government's work. And you cannot deny that, Abhishek Sudhir.
How is Aishwarya?
When I started, I said, what is the problem with the BJP's Delhi unit? I am saying this is happening despite the internal factions, the fights BJP Delhi unit has. They are giving you a tough fight. 115 BJP and Aam Aadmi Party is 120. Abhishek Sudhir, kindly answer.
The world's largest political party.
I just want to interrupt you there. The BJP seems to be leading right now. 125, 115 for the AAP, 5 for the Congress.
Yeah.
It's been a complete turnaround, hasn't it, Karan? You were saying.
You know,
now Delhi unit is doing very well.
Now BJP takes the lead, Abhishek.
Abhishek, you'll have to run for cover. The way it's going, Abhishek, you might just have to run for cover.
Anywhere, don't worry.
Because now you're faking your smile. That I can say. You are totally faking your smile now. No, I'm not saying they've done well, but it's definitely a referendum, as Aishwarya said, that the Kejriwal magic is slowly but surely waning. They have made too many blunders. They could not arrest the air pollution here in Delhi. They could not clean Yamuna. And they are slowly but surely losing touch with the people. They have been trying to spread themselves across many states. And in Delhi today...
No, this is amazing. This is amazing. No, you need to analyze this, Dr. Joshi. Desh Ratan Nigam. For the first time, BJP takes the lead in the MCD elections. I say and I ask again, every Aam Aadmi Party leader was only and only talking about, not about Gujarat, Nupur. They were not talking about anything. They were only and only talking about what? MCD. I say Desh Ratan Nigam. And I say this. This is despite the internal fightings of the BJP. This is despite they not having any leader at the state level, any face. But it is a direct, and I say a direct impact of the Delhi governance. And this number can still change. But I only am saying this much right now, that it's a fight. It's a fight between the BJP and the AAP. While BJP takes that lead to 10. AAP is at 115, BJP is at 125. Congress is at only 5.
Yes, in fact, BJP has reached the 50% of the seat of Delhi MCD. Now, when we talk of the overlapping of functions, what is important is to know that the waste collection is for the MCD, and the solid waste management, which we see the mountains, 3 mountains in Delhi, is the job of the Delhi government, which they have, badly failed. And in fact, 900 crore fine was imposed by the National Green Tribunal on the state government.
135, Desh Ratan Nigam, 135, 110. Please carry on.
Absolutely. Do you think, Mr. Nigam, one question very quickly, Mr. Nigam, the numbers 135, 110, do you think that corruption charge seems to have stuck with the people of Delhi somewhere at least?
You know what is an interesting thing about AAP is they think if you do something, do it to an extent that it appears that somebody is being vindictive towards you. So do so much of corruption that if 10 cases are filed against your leaders, then you start saying that central government is vindictive against you and these are false cases. However, the people of Delhi have been very, very clear in their mind as to what Aam Aadmi Party is, a party which grew out of anti-corruption, then went towards the corruption, and those are many, and we will see number of developments taking place in near future because due process of law will take place. Certain promises that the Aam Aadmi Party has made to the resident welfare associations are false promises. They said we'll give you a status of mini councillor, which they cannot do because MCD Act can only be amended by the parliament. I don't know what is this fiction of imagination of mini councillor, which is very surprising.
What about Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia? Can they still say there was no Daru scam? Can they still say that we came to give you free Bijli, decided to give you free Daru? They came with the promise of giving free electricity, Nupur, and free water, and they decided to give you beer free. They decided to give the people of Delhi Daru free. The whole liquor scam has stuck with the people.
Absolutely, Aishwarya, and that's something that nobody can deny because
these are the initial trends. But despite that, yes, no.
Aishwarya, I was saying that's something that nobody can seem to deny, that there was something wrong with the liquor policy. The Aam Aadmi Party would want us to believe otherwise. They kept on with it. They kept on saying that they are, being targeted by the centre. All of it, Karan, seems to have fallen flat. The numbers appear to be very clear. 135 for the BJP, 110 for the AAP. The Congress just at 4. So the opinion polls, the exit polls were right, at least about the Congress party.
It will be a huge political blow to Arvind Kejriwal because he fought this election on his name. Kejriwal की सरकार, Kejriwal का पार्षद. I mean, megalomania at its maximum.
हम 180 के आसपास जो है हमारे आएंगे.
180 का आप अनुमान लगा रहे हैं सर.
बहुत टफ चल रहा है, नेक टू नेक चल रहा है.
आप बिल्कुल बेफिक्र रहिए इन रुझानों से. हम लोग 180 से पार जाएंगे.
आपने तो 230 कहा ना, 230 का आंकड़ा आपका.
आप लोगों का आशीर्वाद रहा, आप सब वोटर भी हैं, तो 230 तक भी जा सकते हैं. I think exit polls are pointing towards the victory of Aam Aadmi Party, and we believe in that sense they are right.
Thank you.
All right, there was Saurabh Bhardwaj. Saurabh Bhardwaj is just spoke right now. He's saying that Aam Aadmi Party can cross 180. They're quite confident right now. Saurabh Bhardwaj just coming to the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters right now. Nupur and Abhishek Aishwarya as well. We just spoke to him and he is quite confident.
Shivangi, the numbers are opposite. Swesha, has any other leader arrived at Arvind Kejriwal's residence? Because the numbers now show BJP at 136 and AAP at only 110. I'm not only even talking about Congress. Has any other leader come there? Swesha?
No, not yet, Aishwarya. But let me also tell you that the two top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party are right inside this very residence of Arvind Kejriwal. Both Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia are inside. We are being told that they will leave in about an hour. Manish Sisodia's car had just left. We thought that probably he's making his way out, but he's still sitting inside discussing with Arvind Kejriwal. Remember, this is extremely important because the Aam Aadmi Party has always been projecting that when it comes to Delhi, they have a clear edge and nobody can stand in front of them. Exactly what Nupur was also pointing out, that just yesterday Arvind Kejriwal was already making it look like that the Aam Aadmi Party is winning. Although I wanted to raise one point, Aishwarya, that it would certainly be a point of contemplation given how the numbers are turning out. If the BJP has a clear lead, fact is that in the previous election the Aam Aadmi Party was at a distant second. If this time the margin is very less, then the BJP Delhi unit, like you were saying, certainly needs to contemplate to what is happening. happening. The Aam Aadmi Party has been saying that Delhi, they have a clear edge and the MCD polls should not be a problem for them to win. But clearly, if the BJP has a lead, then that is a very overconfident statement.
Absolutely.
That the Aam Aadmi Party also must introspect. Of course, early times right now, these are early
And
trends that
Suresha,
are coming in. 1 o'clock is when we'll have a more concrete picture of how things are turning out, Nupur. But right now, both the top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party are inside.
So it's a very fair point that you're making over there. There was a wide difference.
But you cannot negate the initial trends.
Yes,
Swesha, you cannot negate the initial trends, and why I say so, Nupur. Nupur, the only thing, this is just a trend. They can change. Yes, they can. These are postal ballots. Till 9:30, I say they are postal ballots. But despite that, the only indication they are giving, Swesha, and the two top leaders and no one else, and my specific reason why I asked, that because the trust level between these two leaders who are behind that huge gate, right behind you, that is Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, they haven't allowed anyone else because they are really introspecting. They are really seeing what is happening. What in the world is happening? Because they were hoping for a landslide victory, Nupur. And if BJP is leading, left alone a tough fight, left alone being just right there, it is a question which Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia might be asking each other even if they win. I say even if the numbers change a bit. BJP is just giving them a fight.
Aishwarya, as you're pointing out, of course, the jitters would have started for the Aam Aadmi Party. They were extremely confident that they are going to sweep this MCD election. So perhaps, as the numbers change, the jitters have already set in. And we're going to quickly go across to Shivangi for that. Shivangi, have the celebrations dampened a bit at the Aam Aadmi Party's office? Give us an overall sense of that.
Right, well, right now, Nupur, we just spoke to Saurabh Bhardwaj just live when he came and spoke. Right now, of course, he's the first leader right now who has arrived, a big leader who has arrived right now from the Aam Aadmi Party, and they're still waiting. We're still waiting for more leaders to arrive. Mostly it's the media which is here. The celebrations will start only, of course, if the trends suggest so. So we have to wait for four more hours for that. Right now, the Aam Aadmi Party is 110, BJP at 136. The BJP has taken a very, very strong lead right now. Earlier, the trend showed Aam Aadmi Party with more numbers. We spoke to Saurabh Bhardwaj. We asked him that, do you think the exit polls are right? They are saying that they are confident they will cross 180 seats. Well, that's what they are saying right now, but the trends are suggesting something else. The trends have just changed right now, like Aishwarya Kapoor, our executive editor politics, was telling us the trends have changed. So we're keeping an eye right over here. We'll try to have a one-on-one with Saurabh Bhardwaj as well when he tries to enter the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, Nupur.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I think Abhishek is also joining us in the studios. Aishwarya over there. Abhishek, it's been exciting. It's changed completely already.
Even if you go by election commission numbers, the trend seems to be similar. So I think there is some substance in these numbers, in these leads, Nupur. And Aishwarya, would the BJP also be surprised?
No, BJP, I was saying exactly this, Abhishek, that till late night, 1:30, the MPs of Delhi, I'm not naming them, they were talking, they were calling each other, they were saying, bhai, what is Adesh Gupta doing? Adesh Gupta is making his own son the general secretary of a district a day before the MCD elections are coming, and they had more or less accepted that they're going to be drastically defeated. I am saying these are postal ballots. By 9:30, you will start getting the more consolidated numbers, but I am saying despite that,
but
even by that, yes, you are right, even by the election commission trends, the BJP is leading, and the latest numbers are 130 BJP and Aam Aadmi Party and Nupur 115. The gap has reversed in favor of the BJP, Abhishek. So BJP is going to be surprised. This is despite no face in Delhi BJP. Factionalism, fighting, I can tell you on record, in the meeting in Delhi in which tickets were divided, apart from physical fight, everything happened.
And at least
that level of division.
Aishwarya and Abhishek, one thing that I have to say here.
The general political discourse that we have, Narendra Modi versus who in national politics. In the case of Delhi, it was obviously Arvind Kejriwal versus who. I mean, that kind of positioning that the Aam Aadmi Party had, and despite that, seemingly BJP not projecting any leader.
Aishwarya and Abhishek.
BJP not projecting any leader yet. These numbers, Nupur, yes, So this is an
Aishwarya and
important
Abhishek,
aspect
I
we
just
would need
wanted to
discuss also
say
today.
one thing.
What has really clicked for the BJP? Is it again Narendra Modi? All the way from the municipal elections to the
to the national elections. Yes, good point there. But I just wanted to say this: the exit polls, whether we believe them or not, the Congress party. Look at that, 5 seats. I mean, you know, the exit polls predicted it. They seem to be dot on over there at least. It's a complete decimation of a party that ruled Delhi for so long, and you know, and they don't seem to learn at all in that sense of the word, Abhishek and Aishwarya.
No, Shivangi, you are right there at the Aam Aadmi Party office, right? Shivangi, what's the mood there? No, Abhishek Sudhir and Dr. Joshi have gone quite dull on our panel. Suddenly their smiles have gone low. But what's the mood? No, Abhishek, you can't fake it now. Please relax. But what is the mood right there at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters at the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Mart? Shivangi, over to you.
Well, Aishwarya, I'm here. I'll ask my camera person to pan around a bit. You can see that mostly right now it is the media professionals, journalists who are right now covering. Saurabh Bhardwaj is the first one who has come here. So the mood is right now mostly you will see that it's full of media professionals. They're still waiting for more leaders to come in right now. So once the leaders come in, we will get a sense of exactly where things are heading. But Saurabh Bhardwaj, Aishwarya, I'm just telling you this, and all our viewers as well, Abhishek, Nupur, in the studio, that's Saurabh Bhardwaj, the first leader to come here. So we have to wait a little bit for, more, because if you see around, you will only see the media over here. So I think once we get a better perspective, if the Aam Aadmi Party is as confident as they're saying they are, that they will cross 180, we have to wait a little bit more so we can get a presence of that and get a sense of that. But what we can hear right now, I don't know, Aishwarya, if you can hear this, but there's the music in loudspeakers in the background. I'm not sure whether you're catching that, but that's the only thing that is close to what you call a celebration.
What me and Abhishek were just discussing.
Otherwise,
what me and Abhishek were just discussing, and Nupur also came in. Abhishek, Sudhir, I'm coming to you. Karan, Abhishek, the issue is that it's not a one-way. It is not a one-way election, as you said very clearly. You got the Modi part in it right, but this is also a direct reflection of the Arvind Kejriwal Delhi government, and the Daru scam, the liquor scam, the Daru pe Daru scam has stuck with the people of Delhi. Because every time Arvind Kejriwal said that MCD is going to be a direct reflection, till yesterday their leaders were saying it is going to be a direct reflection of Delhi government. So now, if this is the result, even if BJP is in a fight, it is a direct reflection of what went wrong with Arvind Kejriwal's government, and you cannot deny the Daru scam.
I think absolutely, Aishwarya, the optics were really bad.
Yeah.
Their minister seen seemingly involved. Of course, the investigation agencies carrying out those investigations. But what is important is the optics and the fact that you got those videos coming out from Tihar jail, and their minister, and the brazenness with which the Aam Aadmi Party dealt with the whole issue. I think that would have played one part. The other, it seems, Aishwarya, this whole idea of freebie politics has, if these trends are true, and if these trends actually translate into results also, then it seems that the freebie politics has sort of run its course in the minds of the people. Because remember, the freebies are big. In the case of Gujarat, for example, Aam Aadmi Party has promised something like a dole of 30,000 rupees per month to certain sections of the population. And these are huge sections of population, amounting to about 40 to 50% of a particular state. Now, in this sense, if in Delhi, the Delhi model, as it is called, which is essentially, which stands on the legs of this freebie politics that Arvind Kejriwal has practiced, Aishwarya, and if these trends are true, and if these trends translate into results, then I'm afraid the freebie culture
you're absolutely correct, because
politics might have run its course.
No, because these trends will move up and down. Now the Aam Aadmi Party is at 119. Let's tell our viewers, the Congress is nowhere in the picture. The Congress is Congress is completely over. Congress is at 6. The BJP is at 124. The Aam Aadmi Party is at 119. It is like it's a tough fight between the BJP up and as Abhishek Sudhir. Can we have you in the debate, Abhishek Sudhir? Can you deny that this is not a direct reflection of Arvind Kejriwal's government, irrespective of this result? I am saying it's a tough fight which BJP is giving you. And if BJP is giving you a tough fight, my colleague Abhishek Kapoor just raised the question that your free ki sab free le lo, from pani to alcohol, You started with electricity free, you ended up by daru free. It's not going to work. Abhishek Sudhir?
No, Aishwarya, see, the point is...
So don't shake your head. See the numbers, my friend.
What the numbers are not, look, the numbers are going up, they're going down. If these trends are the results, then I'll give you an honest answer at the end of the day, honest introspection. The fact remains that on some level I have to consider this is anti-incumbency versus anti-incumbency. On some level, this is anti-incumbency versus anti-incumbency. MCD anti-incumbency versus state government anti-incumbency. The Delhi voter, for example, might want to show his anger. I'm not denying that at the MCD poll. But Arvind Kejriwal has never had control of the MCD. You have to understand that this Khichdi administration in Delhi, now even if Aam Aadmi Party gets a clear majority, and they will get a clear majority in the MCD, a municipal commissioner will be appointed by the central government. And that municipal commissioner will behave like the LG has been behaving with the state government. The people of Delhi are suffering because of this constitutional chaos that is taking place in Delhi. And Abhishek Kapoor is talking about freebies and dole. Come on, Abhishek, why? What do you have against, us giving people their basic needs? Why? What is wrong in saying we will pay
Because Mr. Sudhir, Abhishek Sudhir, it's just bad economics. It's something that, the country has to deal with for years on an end, and it's not the answer to your woes.
Delhi budget is a surplus. Delhi has a surplus budget. Delhi has been giving free water, free electricity for 9 years now. It's excellent economics in Delhi.
It's time for Abhishek versus Abhishek.
But you've got that same thing in Punjab, and you want to do the same thing in Gujarat.
Let me respond.
The richest businessmen in this country are
No, let Abhishek take him on. Abhishek versus Abhishek for us.
Gujarat.
So, couple of points,
Abhishek to
Abhishek.
Why can't the average Gujarati get access to water? That's my simple question. If the
Okay, couple of points,
Abhishek.
Adani Port is there in Kerala also, and the Kerala government is fully cooperative. By the way, it's a left government. Having said that, let's discuss Delhi. You mentioned that Delhi government has a surplus budget. Understand that, revenues, if they are available with the government, have to be defrayed in some manner, and the Kejriwal government has decided this kind of subsidy-based governance, which makes people believe that they are getting something extra from the government, while the fact of the matter is that it is essentially their own taxpayers' money. But, the freebie versus welfare debate, I think
absolutely going to Tanisha. Tanisha, live full frame, please. Tanisha, live. Abhishek, sorry to cut you in. Yeah, Tanisha.
Sir.
Mic down.
Tanisha is at the Delhi BJP headquarters. You can see this is Adesh Gupta's chambers, the BJP state party president's chambers at the Pandit Pant Marg. So Tanisha is trying to get those reactions, those initial reactions of the BJP, because there is a sudden buzz. Yeah, Tanisha.
Yeah.
Audio.
Right. As we are saying,
carry on,
friends, the picture has now changed. Remember, early in the morning, it was the Aam Aadmi Party who was leading, and now it's the BJP. Leaders have started arriving. Right now, we just had BL Santosh who entered the BJP headquarters. We're also seeing security deployed in just some moments from now. Remember, what was being witnessed at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters will be witnessing now, where preparations have now started, because remember, the tables have now turned. And now it is the BJP who has been leading the early trends here. BL Santosh just entered the BJP office, and we are expecting few more leaders just in some moment from now. Remember, preparations have already started. Lights being put here. I'm also getting to know that dhol nagadas will be here in just some moments from now, is what we're getting to learn. Security personnel were deployed, and this is all because of the tables turning for the BJP. Because remember, BJP early in the morning, as we were seeing, it was a gap of almost 5 to 10 seats that was being witnessed, almost a hairline competition. And now BJP has covered that that margin that it was witnessing with the Aam Aadmi Party. And preparations have now already started. However, these are just
the exit polls.
Going by the State Election Commission numbers.
Tanisha, hold on.
Other trends, but exactly going by the Election Commission or the State Election Commission numbers also. BJP stands at 97 leads, 0 results. Aam Aadmi Party stands at 53 leads, 0 results. So that's the comparison.
97 and 53, Abhishek.
Yes.
97 and 53. Yes. 97 BJP, 53 is AAP. That is the State Election Commission official results. That is what Abhishek was just mentioning. So my point is this, that these numbers may change. They may change up and down. But Swesha, where you are, the meeting of those two top leaders, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodiya, they're scratching their head, they're discussing that what is happening. We were hoping for a landslide victory. That is not happening. BJP is in the fight. And in the fight, like how? I'm only saying these numbers can change. We are completely ready to accept that because these are postal ballots, they can change. But as it was being projected by the Aam Aadmi Party, that it's going to be a one-way fight, and the result is that. You see the senior leaders of the BJP arriving at their Pandit Pantmarg office. I really don't remember, Abhishek, when last time around BL Santosh, National General Secretary Organization, would have been at the Pantmarg office.
But you have to give it to it, Aishwarya. The manner in which BJP has really fought this municipal elections also. You had 6 chief ministers coming in. You had almost a dozen union ministers coming in, and except for I think the UP chief minister,
absolutely 7 CM, 17 cabinet
focusing more on Gujarat. Almost chief ministers like Manohar Lal Khattar from Haryana. We had
Himanta Biswa Sarma coming in all the way from
coming, but Goa chief minister coming
Pramod
Sawant coming in campaigning. So I think BJP gave it all. They would have realized because of their 3-term anti-incumbency, they are fighting with their back to the wall.
And the result?
And the results are showing that their hard work perhaps getting reflected in some manner. Again, these are trends. Abhishek Sudhir can draw a solace from the fact that these are just trends. And things might change. Let's go to Swesha. I'm told Swesha there's some action there. Swesha, over to you. What's happening?
Abhishek, just a sense of what is happening outside the Chief Minister's residence at this point. Some symbolic pictures. The garbage is being cleaned, and this is again the biggest promise that the Aam Aadmi Party has made in the MCD polls. Of course, we see movement in and out happening, and the security is also beefed up right now because we are being told that in less than an hour now, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodiya in all likelihood will be leaving from his residence. They will be probably going to the party office. Of course, inside the home of Arvind Kejriwal, they're very closely monitoring what is happening at this point. And then again, Abhishek, you see heavy media contingent right here tracking every single movement of what is happening outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence. But my only point was, Abhishek, that are we trying to say that it is the Aam Aadmi Party giving a tough fight to the BJP or the other way around? Because it is the BJP that has been in power for the last 15 years when it comes to MCD. But the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that they have an edge when it comes to Delhi. So even if the margin this time around decreases with the Aam Aadmi Party at the losing end, does this make the BJP think? Or the other way around, where, the Aam Aadmi Party is moving a step forward, but they still think that, all the promises that they have been making will cut ice with the people. That is probably not true. And of course, 1 p.m. will be a clearer picture.
I have to add to the numbers. Again, I'm going by the official figures, Aishwarya.
Yeah.
And that you have to
Very
get in
interesting.
Here. Again, the lead continues. BJP goes to 106 from 97 that we spoke of earlier. And the Aam Aadmi goes to 59 from the 53 earlier again. 7 Congress Party, 2 Independents, 1 NCP. These are the State Election Commission numbers. So in the lead, nothing is changing. Abhishek Sudhir, you have to keep praying that this changes for the Aam Aadmi Party, Abhishek Sudhir.
Abhishek, the fact remains that it is neck and neck. It is close. I'm not going to say that it's not close, right? But if these are the results, then there will be introspection. But I just want to say again... No, I'm telling you, these are the results. Of course, there has to be.
106, 59.
No, that you are talking about trends. If that is the result, I will introspect and I will give you an honest answer, right? But right now, let's wait. Honestly, it's too close to call. It shouldn't be this close. As a supporter of the party, I am not happy that it's this close. I'm absolutely ready to tell you that. But I'm sure a clearer picture will emerge. The EVMs have been open just 20 minutes.
But then you also need to accept that the liquor scam has put the Aam Aadmi Party in a very, Karan. Okay, Karan wants to come in. Dr. Joshi will come in. Karan.
Aishwarya, this is a clear referendum on Arvind Kejriwal. He nurtures national ambitions, but today, on his own home turf, anti-incumbency has started setting in. He's already facing anti-incumbency, and Abhishek Sudhir admitted this. Already, this is a referendum on his government. His government has started failing to connect with the people. The liquor scam, the classroom scam, Satyendra Jain getting a chumpy inside the jail, all this connected with the people. Arvind Kejriwal is facing a credibility crisis on his home turf today. गुजरात क्या जीतोगे बाद में और स्टेट्स क्या जीतोगे, आप दिल्ली हार रहे हो अब. This is a very stinging repudiation of his policies.
Looks like the exit polls have got it wrong in Delhi. Let's hope
Dr. Joshi reacted.
For your sake.
I'm coming to you after this. Dr. Joshi has been quiet for a while. Dr. Joshi, why are you quiet today?
So I have been quiet because when you give me an opportunity, then only I speak. I do not interject and I do not shout in between. That's the way I talk. So I've been a level-headed since it began when you were showing ugly leads for AAP as well, because I know that it's too early to comment. It's not over until the fat lady sings. So it's usually by 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Then then only we get a clear picture. And till then, it is only very, very early roads. And when it comes to state election commission, postal ballots count, very little, because they do not count it as in the first round in the municipal elections. They count it only when the difference between the two candidates is more than the total number of postal ballots given. So if you go by the state election commission's data, it is a worrying trend for Aam Aadmi Party, no doubt about it. And it's a close contest so far. But I think we will get a clearer picture by 12:30 to 1 o'clock only, because things change because you go booth by booth, you go with each particular round, you go by booth by booth counting, and then that's how these rounds of municipal elections are taken into the picture. And I think a clearer trend will emerge by 12:30. But still,
I don't think any of you.
No, we are not coming to a conclusion. Piyush Joshi, we are with you. We are with you on this. That we are not coming to any conclusion. As you rightly mentioned, when the leads were in favor of Aam Aadmi Party, we reported those, and when the leads are in favor of BJP, but the yawning gap, that's something. And Abhishek was being very honest when he said this would need introspection.
Yes.
Were you, for example, little early in putting up those balloons, blue and yellow, for the celebrations there at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters in Delhi?
World Cup is
those are things. Deshratan Nigam, are you getting a sense? Are you getting a sense that the celebrations were a little premature, and that the BJP's feet on the ground, all hands on the deck campaign, perhaps changed things for the party?
Yes, in fact, Abhishek, I think everybody on this panel agrees that these are early trends and we must wait for some time. There is no doubt about that. Secondly, however, if you compare the ward-wise, status of seats compared to 2020 elections of the assembly, where Aam Aadmi Party is losing 80 wards. And if the Delhi elections were taking place today, probably Aam Aadmi Party would have lost. So there is a very clear trend out there that they are losing about 80 wards, which they had in 2020 elections in the assembly, which is a very serious worry so far as these initial trends are concerned. And certainly the promises that they have made, liquor policy, they had to take it back. Whatever they may say, they found that it was a bad policy, it was an illegal policy, and there were unjust and illegal enrichment of some people, and the loss to the exchequer as well. And secondly, some of the promises that they made, as I reiterated earlier, like a mini councillor status for resident welfare associations, they cannot do that. For that, you require an amendment in the MCD Act, which only Parliament can do. So certain promises that they made, they cannot even implement. Okay. So people of Delhi have been very, very carefully watching them. However, these are early trends.
Yeah. These are early trends, but let me just, for the benefit of viewers and for the guests also, give an idea of where things are headed. So, for example, areas where Aam Aadmi Party is leading include Zakir Nagar, Abu Fazal Enclave, and then there are areas where BJP is leading, which include Azadpur, Dheerpur, Prem Nagar, Rohini, Kamala Nagar, and we are getting specific leads also of wards where one particular party is leading and the other wards where other party is leading. Let me just take it back to both Dr. Piyush Joshi and Abhishek Sudhir. First, Mr. Joshi and then Abhishek. Did the Aam Aadmi Party spread itself thin You know, they had Himachal and the Gujarat elections. Began with Himachal and realized perhaps not getting much traction, so focused on Gujarat. And then suddenly this announcement came of MCD, and then the Aam Aadmi Party leadership just couldn't decide where to focus attention on. Because remember, in the last week of campaigning in the MCD, the Aam Aadmi Party leader, Arvind Kejriwal, was in Gujarat. He was not even here in Delhi. So is it a case of overconfidence? Is it a case of not being able to decide? What according to you is the case? First, Mr. Joshi and then Abhishek.
Well, certainly it's not a case of overconfidence. It's surely not a case of overstretching as well. It's a case of spreading your ideology, the ideology of welfare state that is enshrined in our constitution as well. That we want a healthy and educated India, and that's what we want our country to be. Because the only way this country is going to become a developed nation when each and everyone has an equal right to education and healthcare. That's what Aam Aadmi Party wanted to spread, and that is its ideology. However, first the delaying of the MCD election, then the unifying again of the three municipal corporations into one single corporation is a BJP tactic, and definitely the Aam Aadmi Party does not have the resources at its disposal as the BJP has. And definitely BJP being a much older party and a much bigger party, probably the largest of the country, has a much bigger gamut of leaders at its disposal, many more experienced leaders, seasoned campaigners. There's no doubt about it. So Aam Aadmi Party is a party in evolution. Aam Aadmi Party is a work in progress. So it's certainly not overconfident, but if these trends continue, then definitely the Aam Aadmi Party should introspect and should analyze that what went wrong and how we are going to rectify it, and what are the things that we need to look much more carefully towards in future.
Yeah, I mean, Abhishek, just to build on what
Abhishek,
Joshi has
according
said,
to you, was it overconfidence in the decision of Arvind Kejriwal to remain in Gujarat, not come to MCD, or is it a case of confusion in the ranks as to whether to focus on
Abhishek,
Gujarat or stay on the home turf like Delhi?
See, Abhishek, I'm Lucknow based. I live in Lucknow. The UP Nagar Nigam elections have been postponed so that Yogi Adityanath can go campaign in Gujarat and Delhi. The Nagar Nigam elections were due in Uttar Pradesh this November, and they've sent Yogi Adityanath to campaign in Gujarat and Delhi. So what Dr. Joshi said, this is the world's largest political party. They have a lot of firepower with them. All of that is backing them. But I choose to back the man I believe has a vision for the future of this country, and that's Arvind Kejriwal. I still believe that wholeheartedly. Arvind Kejriwal has
let's go back to some live visuals. We'll continue this conversation. We'll continue this conversation all day. In fact, the results are still a little far, I think, because we are still stuck with leads. And as per the latest, the BJP continues to be ahead of Aam Aadmi Party. But these numbers are, again, we have to emphasize time and again, these are leads and not yet translating into results. Let's go to field. And I can see Tanisha, I can see Shivangi. To Shivangi first and then to Tanisha. Shivangi, over to you. What's the scene like where you're reporting from? Have things changed post these leads, which are sort of sustaining for a while now?
Right. A very good morning to you, Abhishek, Aishwarya, Nupur, and we are reporting from the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, Republic team right over here on spot. We're getting our viewers all the updates minute by minute. MCD election results. MCD election results today. Numbers have come in. Now, we just spoke to Saurabh Bhardwaj, Abhishek, and he's saying that they're confident that they will cross 180. Now, the truth is, and these are just trends, by the way, that right now the BJP is leading. The BJP numbers have just done a turn on its head, Abhishek. Just a short while back, BJP is leading again, but the Aam Aadmi Party has got significant numbers. Last time in the MCD polls in 2017, Aam Aadmi Party had around 47 seats approximately. BJP had 181 seats in the MCD polls. So right now we're seeing the trends. Again, the BJP is leading the trends. Aam Aadmi Party has better numbers than last time as according to trends. Now, speaking to Saurabh Bhardwaj, when we talk about big leaders coming to the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, only Saurabh Bhardwaj has come, the spokesperson, and he said he's confident that the Aam Aadmi Party will cross 180 seats, even though that we asked him that, do you think the exit polls are correct? He said yes, we believe the exit polls, and we think we will win right now. But of course, the big question is that if the Aam Aadmi Party believes that they will be winning soon, Saurabh Bhardwaj is the only person who has come in. We are waiting for other leaders to come in. We are waiting for Arvind Kejriwal to come in as well. As the numbers stack up, Abhishek, we will get a better sense of where things are heading right now. Of course, right now things are not a little quiet here, apart from this music which is playing in loudspeakers in the background. But then again, I think everybody right now, whether it be the BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party, is waiting for the numbers to stabilize, and then perhaps we'll get a sense, even where I'm reporting from, about where things are heading, Abhishek.
Absolutely, Shivangi. What you're saying is that we'll have to wait and watch out for, we've seen these results, Abhishek, turn on their head since the morning at 8 o'clock when we began broadcasting. It's completely changed around. Quick word from Tanisha before we go back to our guests and Abhishek, of course. Tanisha, give us a quick word in terms of what's happening around you. You are at the BJP headquarters. They will be looking at these trends very, very, excitedly, because it's against what the exit polls essentially predicted.
Right, Nupur, a really hysterical atmosphere here at the BJP office in the Pandit Matmar. You see a slew of vehicles have been parked outside, from media to big leaders. The office is getting decked up because, remember, early in the morning it was quiet. It was really quiet, but now the BJP office seems to have decked up. These are the live visuals that we're getting to you. Leaders have already come in. The BL Santosh is there, Shahzad Poonawalla and Harish Khurana. These are the three prominent leaders who are already inside the BJP office, and it's just almost 9:30, and we are expecting few more leaders to arrive here. Remember, tables have turned, and these are the early trends that we are seeing. However, we cannot conclude if these early trends will also turn into results. But these are the visuals that we are showing you, where the office is decked up now, and where on one hand we were witnessing celebrations, early celebration in the AAP headquarters. It seemed now that AAP could take away the MCD, but now the tables are turning. We are seeing BJP has covered a lot of seats, and they are actually.
But Tanisha, even as we look at these pictures that are coming in. All right, but even as we look at these pictures that are coming in, it does, one thing is very clear, it's not going to be that far difference. And Abhishek, I wanted to bring you in on that one. It did appear that the Aam Aadmi Party in the exit polls will actually take a lead. What we are seeing right now is completely the opposite. But even then, the difference is not that much. So you've got the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP almost neck and neck. And that will also be the story, because a lot of vote share, is going to be about the two of them, isn't it, Abhishek?
Yeah, obviously, they are the two main political parties. Remember, Aam Aadmi Party also is the opposition party in the present MCD. So in that sense, they are number one, number two, in whichever way you look at them. But what is important is, Nupur, that I'm still going by the State Election Commission numbers, and even there. For example, the Aam Aadmi Party is way, way behind the BJP even in those early leads. And typically it happens, it's been about an hour and a half, Nupur. So these leads sort of tend to solidify. It's not that there is going to be a massive reversal from here on. So Aam Aadmi Party might catch up a bit. So as of now, the gap is 106 and about 60 for the Aam Aadmi Party versus 106 of the BJP. Even if Aam Aadmi Party catches up, it can say reach 80, 90. That still keeps it advantage BJP and a cliffhanger. And to that extent, it seems that the opinion, the exit polls really got it horribly wrong in the case of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi polls. We saw still some band playing at the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. Let's go back again to the BJP. What's happening there? Are the leaders really? Have they come out really of their mind? I believe we're getting some pictures. This is. Right,
Abhishek, the stage
I can
is
see
getting
some
set
national
at the
leaders
BJP
arriving.
office here. Leaders have now. Right, Abhishek. The stage is, as I said, is all getting set. In just few moments from now, we will have few leaders addressing the media. BL Santosh, remember, is already in. The press conferences are about to begin as soon as we get the final trends. Remember, as you're seeing the numbers on your grid, the BJP is right now taking a lead, but the Aam Aadmi Party is not so far. Remember, these are the visuals that we're showing you. Press conferences soon after we get the official numbers. BJP is setting its stage. It is all ready to win this MCD polls. Remember, it's a high-stake battle, and after being a battle of prestige, it's also a battle of perception here. Because remember, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP had been giving in allegations and counter-allegations when it comes to the Tihar tapes, when it comes to the liquor gate scam. And remember, all of these were allegations where the Aam Aadmi Party had been countering those allegations. I'll get you live visuals from the office here. There's movement here, and then we can see people here. There are also celebrations, the preparations for celebrations that's going on. And just some while from now, we'll also talk to the BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla, because it was him who had said that he's going to wait for the early, he's going to wait till the noon, till almost about 10 to 11 o'clock when the trend starts getting more strong. Because remember, early in the morning, it was the Aam Aadmi Party who was taking the lead. BJP, however,
absolutely, Tanisha, as you're pointing out, of course, we'll have to wait till about noon to be able to understand whether these are concrete leads or not. Very quick word from Suesha. I can see her waving her hand. Yes, Suesha.
Yes, Nupur. In fact, I just wanted to inform our viewers that Raghav Chadha just went in. So, Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Raghav Chadha, all three of them are at the Kejriwal residence right now, where you also see how cars are lining up bit by bit. A strong indication of the fact that the three leaders could be leaving from Kejriwal's residence very soon. Heavy media contingent here. And like Aishwarya was also pointing out, that a lot of discussions obviously underway at this point. You see these officials who are now making their way inside Kejriwal's residence, and how every person is being frisked at this very entry point. Raghav Chadha, in fact, managed to sneak in quickly, and all the three top leaders inside, as the numbers are clearly not in the favor of the Aam Aadmi Party at this point. This could probably flip. It is only 9:38 at this point. 1 p.m. will be a more concrete picture. But one thing I just wanted to say, Nupur, that, the Aam Aadmi Party has been maintaining till this point that whatever controversies that the BJP may create and whatever happened during the campaigning, the Aam Aadmi Party kept saying one thing, that is not going to hurt them in any way, and that is not going to affect the minds of the voters, because they are focusing on development, and this is what people want. Once again, a point of contemplation, or a point to talk about. Have those points affected the voter? Be it about corruption, be it about the controversies that were raised by the BJP, the videos that were posted by the BJP. Has that affected the voters? That is point number one. Point number two, obviously, that
I think BJP. I'm afraid I'll have to interrupt you there. We've got Mr. Poonawalla with Tanisha over there. Yes, Tanisha, he was, earlier when you spoke to him, of course, he wasn't wanting to comment, but that little smile was on his face. Did appear very confident. So tell us, has that changed now, or he's still looking at these results very happily?
Well, I can certainly see a big white smile on Shehzad Poonawalla's face right now. Remember, earlier, just few moments ago, we were talking to him where the scenario was something different. The Aam Aadmi Party was leading, but right now, Shehzad, the tables have turned. You were mentioning we're going to wait for the noon. BJP is leading with a good margin, about 5 to 10 seats. What do you have to say?
I'll still wait for noon time. My party teaches us humility. We are humble in victory, and we are confident even when we don't get the numbers. So we'll wait till 12:31, let the final picture come out. But having said that, two things are very clear. One, that the exit pollsters perhaps did not get it right. And two, that after 15 years of the BJP maintains its vote share in Delhi, that in itself is a reflection of the seva, of the service that we've been able to do for the people of Delhi. And that is reflecting perhaps in what has come out till now. Let's wait for 1.5 hours more. But the exit pollsters perhaps did not predict the mood of Delhi people, right? And perhaps some people prematurely was celebrating.
Shahzad, do you also think, like you mentioned, the premature celebrations, it was quite early for the Aam Aadmi Party to start celebrating even before the early trends were out? Because remember, since 7 a.m. in the morning, my colleague Shivangi has been reporting from the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. Balloons were put up, there was music playing around, and while the BJP still maintained humility, there was nothing going on early in the morning as you were reporting. Now, what do you feel? Was it an early celebration for the Aam Aadmi Party?
Well, one must, in a democracy, always wait for the Janta Janardan to show their final verdict, and that's what we do. Now, if others are in premature celebration mode, that is their political culture. What should I comment about that?
Thank you, Shahzad. Thank you for talking to Republic, where there you see BJP now with a big bright smile on their faces. They're exhibiting confidence of being very sure of them being elected at the MCD, that the mayor of the national capital will be from the BJP. Remember, it's been 15 years since the BJP has been in power in the MCD, and if they win this term, if the early trends will turn into results, then it will be another term for them. Right.
So in that sense, Tanisha, the BJP did face a lot of anti-incumbency. I'm going to bring in Mr. Nigam on this one. Mr. Nigam, obviously, there was at play anti-incumbency. 15 years is a long time for any party to hold power in even for MCD polls. But do you think that for the BJP also there will be lessons to learn from him? We've been talking about it since the morning, how, there have been talk about the fact that their unit in Delhi needs more cohesion perhaps. It needs reworking.
Well, in fact, Nupur, if you look at the MCD elections, at least something is working for the BJP, which in my opinion is the grassroots connect and the grassroots work that they do. However, so far as assembly elections are concerned, they require a face for election to be contested. And the present trend shows that Aam Aadmi Party has lost about 80 wards compared to 2020 assembly elections. So the signals and the lessons are very clear for the BJP. Project a face in Delhi who's from Delhi and who has worked on the ground and who's well known also. And they have the faces out there. It's not that they are not there. The work of Adesh Gupta has gone down well. He's kept the BJP active throughout the year in one way or the other. So there are lessons, I think, in my opinion, to be learned for Delhi assembly election is to have a face.
Yes, Abhishek.
Okay, I have to add, update on the only tracker I am keeping my eyes on, and that's the State Election Commission tracker. And now the leads seem to be really narrowing, and that should give some heart to the AAP representatives here. So now the numbers are, the BJP is leading at 110, still no results. Aam Aadmi Party is leading at 100. And surprise of surprises, Congress Party with 9 could possibly be in the role of a kingmaker. Now, how do you take it forward from here? Abhishek, are you happy that you might be needing a little bit of a support from the Indian National Congress?
And I can see Abhishek Sudhi grinning over there already.
I'm telling you now, this Congress party, they keep crying about how Aam Aadmi Party is the B team. Who is the real B team over here? It is these 9 seats, right? Every seat you will have Congress taking votes away from
Abhishek, hold on, you might
if the
need
Congress
them.
are not
you might
fighting
need them.
I don't think so. But that's a decision that's above my pay grade, and that's not something I can do. I will be firmly with you in the Republic studios just as a commentator. But what I will say is the Congress is playing spoiler, and God, can the Congress just become an NGO already? Rahul Gandhi can go fight the RSS. I wish him all the best in his fight with the RSS. Very good. We will all support him. But please, can you leave the politics to the adults? Can you leave the politics to the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP? These are the two national forces. 20 years from now, it will just be BJP versus AAP. Trust me, that is the future of this country. Arvind Kejriwal is the future. And one more thing I want to say, Abhishek, is that the voter of Delhi now knows that a vote for the Congress is a wasted vote. Like the voter of Gujarat will know in 2027 that a vote for the Congress is a wasted vote. It is a BJP versus AAP bipolar fight that is going to emerge nationwide in the next few years. That is the trend really to watch.
And that's something that's so interesting because the Aam Aadmi Party,
Abhishek, okay, Nupur is saying.
Abhishek, the Aam Aadmi Party has managed to put itself in that position. It's been a loss for the Congress because it's their vote share that they have been eating into over so many years. Quick eye on the trends right now: 122 for the BJP, 120 for the Aam Aadmi Party, 6 for the Congress Party. Karan Verma, coming to you next. I was asking you, for the Aam Aadmi Party's narrative building, this is going to be very interesting. Already Abhishek Sudhir was trying to pitch themselves.
Before you go to Karan Verma,
Abhishek.
Aishwarya is off. Aishwarya is fresh, off some phone calls and he's back in the studio. Aishwarya, if you can fill in us on what more you can share. What's happening? What's happening in the BJP camp?
No, you are going to see a battery of senior leaders of the BJP arriving at the Pandit Panth mark. Now you have not 2 but 3 leaders where Swesha is, Raghav Chadha, Manish Sisodiya, Arvind Kejriwal, all the 3 top leaders of the AAP. So they both are having parallel meetings. A 2-seat difference between the BJP and the AAP. The numbers can go up, can go down. By my watch, it's 946. By 11:15, by 11:15, we are being told that the BJP feels that they will get a more consolidated result, that they will be able to say that whether they are winning or not. But they are preparing, Abhishek.
Yeah.
But they are preparing that in a fight in which their own state leadership thought that Nupur and Samiksha, that they will not or they may not, to a point that there were at least half a dozen leaders coming on debates and saying that let's not talk about the MCD elections and let's only talk about Gujarat and Himachal. They are saying that yes, we are in a fight. Harish Khurrana, son of the former Chief Minister Madanlal Khurrana, just spoke to a colleague from Republic Bharat and said, "Kahan hai BJ? Kahan hai Aam Aadmi Party?" The Aam Aadmi Party was saying they will get 220, but the only point is that these are initial numbers. Numbers can change, but BJP is in a fight. The Aam Aadmi Party may counter this by saying that is BJP satisfied by just being in the fight? But the way Arvind Kejriwal government, the way Aam Aadmi Party government was making the perception that it's going to be a one-way war, it's going to be a one-way fight in Delhi, that BJP is going to be reduced under 40, under 35 is something which might not happen, and that in itself may suggest that all is not well as far as the Arvind Kejriwal Delhi model is concerned. Yeah.
Well, if I can come in, Aishwarya, here, a point I wanted to highlight here is about the voter turnout, when we talk about, over the past few years, it's been the lowest since 2007, just a little above 50%. Do you think that is also concerning somewhere, given that the voter turnout has not been as much as compared to the last few years?
No, absolutely. But you need to understand that the kind of people and the people who consolidate the vote bank of Delhi MCD, so half of them might be outside, it's winters, they go back, and who are registered voters in Delhi. So yes, that has something to play. But let's see, Abhishek Sudhir, is his smile back? Abhishek, Dr. Joshi, is your smile back? Abhishek, are you laughing again? Because the numbers are very close. And let's just give the latest numbers. BJP 126, Aam Aadmi Party 118. I can see a smiling Abhishek Sudhir wearing a yellow t-shirt. Abhishek Sudhir, you are smiling.
Surprisingly, Aishwarya, Piyush Joshi is blue and Abhishek Sudhir has this yellow color.
They are color coordinated. The whole party is color coordinated. Color coordinated. Abhishek Sudhir. Abhishek Sudhir 118.
Yes.
You are back
Yellow
in the
and
game,
blue, both.
giving them a fight.
Yellow shirt, blue sweater, always color coordinated. My sartorial sense will never go away, win or lose. No, I mean, look, the voter turnout is really, in Rampur yesterday in UP, the turnout was 34%. So what is going on with the Indian voter? Why is there so much apathy today with the Indian voter? My generation, I'm a millennial. You can say I'm a millennial just about. There is so much apathy. People are not interested in elections today. I am a millennial.
Are you really a millennial, Sudhir?
Aishwarya, we need to discuss that.
Age should never be discussed.
Let's digress and discuss that.
Abhishek and Aishwarya, age should never be discussed in TV studios, and Abhishek Sudhir, of course, laughing at that one. But you were saying something, Abhishek Sudhir. Please carry on.
No, my point simply is that today there is a general sense that the BJP and Narendra Modi are unbeatable. I think that perception has to be changed, and that perception can only be changed by political parties that are willing to fight it out. The problem is Rahul Gandhi is marching with people who already agree with him. Rahul Gandhi needs to march with people who disagree with him. Rahul Gandhi needs to send spokespersons to Republic TV. Right? You need to stop retreating into echo chambers. You had a very famous journalist who's gone to YouTube. Arey bhai, aap YouTube pe kyun ja rahe hai? Bhai, you please stay. You fight. You come to Republic, you come to all the other channels and you put your point of view forward. We are retreating into our echo chambers. That's
you
why
tell
you
him
need
that.
leaders like Arvind.
You tell him that. You tell him that, but Desh Ratan Nigam, if we go, and what Abhishek has just flashed the state election commission results, BJP is at 110, Desh Ratan Nigam, Aam Aadmi Party is at 100, and Indian National Congress is at 9. I say BJP at 110, AAP at 100, it's a fight. It's going down to the wire. But in MCD elections, in municipality elections, it's becoming so much interesting, but it's because it's not only about Aam Aadmi Party, it's about Arvind Kejriwal's governance model. The governance model, Desh Ratan Nigam, he was taking across the country and saying that, look, this is the best. This is the best in its class. That is being challenged by the BJP.
Yes. In fact, Aishwarya, if you look at their model, if there were not MCD dispensaries, which are 123 in number, which are very well equipped, you can imagine the health scenario of Delhi. Yes, there are central government huge hospitals in Delhi. If they were not there, Delhi would have been in abysmal conditions so far as health is concerned. Mohalla clinics, leave aside 3 or 4 of them, rest of them are in an abysmal condition. You look at leave aside 4 or 5 schools, which are good, which I admit they are good, rest of them are in a very bad shape. So that showcasing of few schools, few Mohalla clinics will not suffice, because voters are not only confined to these 4 Mohalla clinics or 4 or 5 schools. The parents belong to entire Delhi. And another factor which is very important is low voter turnout of women, which we have seen it is less than 50%. And that is going to affect which party, I do not know. But the fact remains that last time the women in the assembly elections overwhelmingly voted for the Aam Aadmi Party. And that trend is probably changing now.
Tanisha, Desh Ratan Nigam, I'm just stopping you. I'm just going to Tanisha. Tanisha, there is action at the Delhi BJP headquarters. Tanisha on
The meeting inside the BJP. The BJP meeting that was being held, that was being carried forward by BL Santosh is now over. As you can see there, he's just leaving the BJP.
Talk to Kuljit Chahal. BL Santosh is not going to speak. Talk to Kuljit Chahal. BL Santosh is not going to speak. Kuljit will speak.
क्या कहेंगे अभी जो लीड मिल रही है बीजेपी को उसके बारे में आपका क्या
हम निगम बनाने की तरफ में स्पष्ट बहुमत हमारे को मिलता दिख रहा है। वहाँ पर भी जितने भी ट्रेंड हम पहले भी कह रहे थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस निगम में अपने निगम बनाएगी और आप देख रहे हैं अभी शुरुआती रुझानों में भी हम चौथे 5वें राउंड की काउंटिंग हो चुकी है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी 125-130 तक, और हमारे को जो अंदर लग रहा है इससे ऊपर भी संख्या जाएगी हमारी।
बीजेपी जो क्लेम
आप जो है बढ़त बना रहे हो, रिजल्ट भी आपके हक में आएगा।
वो फैक्टर है मोदी जी का काम, वो फैक्टर है 15 साल के निगम का विकास, वो फैक्टर है आम आदमी पार्टी का भ्रष्टाचार, वो फैक्टर है जिस तरह से इन्होंने सतेंद्र जैन के जेल मैनुअल्स को तोड़ते हुए, और वो फैक्टर है जमीन पे जनता का इनके विरोध का वोट, आम आदमी पार्टी के विरोध का वोट।
केजरीवाल ने पेपर पर लिख दिया था कि 200 के अंदर 50 के अंदर ही सिमटेगी बीजेपी।
उन्होंने मुंगेरी लाल के सपने देखते हुए उत्तर प्रदेश में भी लिखा था कि सरकार आम आदमी पार्टी बनेगी, उत्तराखंड में भी लिखा था सरकार।
तो आम आदमी पार्टी ज्यादा दिख रही है ना सर?
आप देखिएगा अभी शुरुआती में 125-20 के ऊपर है और जैसे जैसे रुझान और आखिरी का है कि भाजपा सरकार बनाएगी निगम में। वो तो जब बनेगी तो जश्न होगा ही उसका।
तो लड्डू के साथ मंगवा लिया है क्या पहले?
वो तो सारी चीज जब होगा तो उसके साथ